Can't see our canoe down there.
Walk across the swimming back.
Oh, they're running off with our canoe.
So you can just hang up your life jackets, or you can lay them on the ground here around this tree. And we'll just gather around the fire for a few minutes here. Hopefully out of the smoke. We'll just have a quick little chat here. Come up with a game plan. We saw them doing that.
What, Carlene?
I thought you were pointing the other way.
Nope.
Okay, are we all here? Okay, we're good to go. So, as I mentioned before we left, this is a really special area to us, and it's only appropriate that we allow the true caretakers of this land, the Tsimshian people, and we're fortunate to have our respected elders with us today, and they would like to, more formally give you a welcoming here and say a few words about themselves and their territory.
We're doing a welcome dance.
I'd like to welcome you again to Soar, and I hope you enjoy your hike and your stay. And it's beautiful and windy here, but it's really fresh. So, welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Mona Alexi. My husband Leonard here. My given name by my grandmother is Uiqadoh. I don't know if you saw any eagles coming in.
Oh, yes.
But the eagle that comes down for its food, that grasps the food like that, that's the meaning of my name, Uiqadoh. So I'm a matriarch in our tribe. I have a young chief. He's my cousin. He's younger than I am, but he's learning and doing quite a good job. I've lived in Rupert since 46, 47, right after the war. I was born in Loch Lambs in Port Simpson on the other side of the mountain. Coming over, you see the mountains on this side. It's on the other side. It takes 12 minutes by plane over the mountain. It takes 2 hours by boat out this way. It takes about 40 minutes by ferry to the inlet, into the inlet that way. So I've lived in Rupert for a number of years. I grew up in a similar setting as this, but we had cabins at that time. And we had a wood stove. And I lived, we moved from season to season to different locations and different food gathering. We're harvesting to survive because at that time there was no such thing as unemployment and there wasn't that many jobs and we had to survive. So everything we gather is what we lived on through the winter months. So the summer months are busy months for us for food gathering and storing food away. We had no fridge or freezers, so they had to really dry things and salt them. to last through the winter months and dry them. Dry, really dry berries. Are you watching me?
Yep. He's got you.
So yeah, we've been here. I've seen the change in my time as a child growing up Shimmer's setting to nowadays to the new world, I call it, when I moved over this way, because I never experienced anything like that. It was quite a change to me. So everything was new. So I called it the new world, from my old world to the new world to now the technology world. So I've lived through those, and I'm quite pleased that I learned a lot of things. A different way of life, different way of living. I would say 60 years ago, I would never be able to stand here and talk to you like this, because I was very, very shy growing up in the wilderness. So it's a change for me. I enjoy the change. And I see you're a good company. I'm glad to talk to you and welcome again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where's Alex?
You said all what I was supposed to say. My name is Leonard. It was given to me, I guess, when I was born. And the name that was given to me by my tribe was Liam Lacha. That's a person that's walking in the sky. And I guess you could call it Skywalker. And they called me Luke for short. So, just like her, I was, when I was about 9 years old, 10 years old, I was sent away to what we call in this part of the world as residential school. I guess where you folks come from, that'll be boarding school. But I had a very, very, very bad memories of it. It wasn't a very well run school, and there was so much abuse, mentally, sexually, and whatever. And it was run by a church, believe it or not. And the people they hired weren't very good people. And the only thing I learned when I went to residential school in Vancouver Island is how to steal. We had to, because we didn't have that much to eat. It was a little different type of life, which he said, gather food, where I was so used to that, moving from location to location. We started gathering food in March, up the Nass, and then from there we go Dundas. You guys seen the big island outside. We'd stay there for a few months, and we harvest food there to last us throughout the year, like the wife said. But we learned to survive. We're survivors. When Columbus first came here, and and Captain Cook, they gave the people blankets, which was full of chickenpox, measles, and all kinds of disease. And they wiped out quite a few people. About 10,000 people that caught the disease, what they gave off to ships that came from the other side of the world. We survived that. And then consequently they sent us away to residence school, which we didn't have very good memories. We survived that. Now, later on, there was alcohol, and we're coping with that. And now there's drugs. There's so much drugs in this territory. It's sad to see, and I think that's a tough one too, because we see some of our young children, 9 and 10-year-old, are selling school. So that's another thing we'll overcome. But we love our land. This is our treasure. We respect everything that's on our land. whether it be little animals or whatever it is. We respect our trees. Our trees, years ago, that used to clothe us. They used to make clothes out of cedar bark, and the big trees we used to use for making canoes. Now we just go to a hardware store and buy our canoes. And the Haidas do a great job. I gotta give them credit. They're hanging on to their culture, where we lost quite a bit of ours. Very few of us put up food for the winter, mainly canning salmon and storing, picking berries, and even I don't pick berries anymore. And we just go to the corner store, buy what we need. We got deep freezes. Just go and buy a side of beef. It'll last us for the winter. And, I don't know if you guys seen deers when we came in. There was one standing right on top of the hill, or two of them, right on top of the hill this morning. Great big bucks. And like I say, this is our treasure. We respect all the trees and everything that's in it. And we're sharing people. Everything we have, we always share with our neighbors. The only one thing we don't share, though, is our women. This is our treasure. 4 more days, it'll be 56 years.
Aw.
Okay, Peter, where are you?
He's gone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just a few little housekeeping details. We have a porta potty outhouse straight up there.
Only a nickel, dude.
No.
Yeah, it's a quarter, isn't it?
No.
Gone down to a nickel? Okay. What we'll be doing is splitting the group into two, so preferably 11 and 11. Half of you will start off on the walk, which will be approximately an hour, and then a few minutes later the second group will start off. When you come back here, there will be an opportunity to roast marshmallows, make some s'mores, roast some wieners for hot dogs, and we'll have some fresh cooked crab for you. You won't have fresher crab anywhere in the world, so we hope you enjoy that. And it'll just be an opportunity to have some time enjoying your food and enjoying the fire if it's not blowing smoke in your face, and just a little bit of downtime. So
Is that right? Just like the ready to hinder.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I mean, it's an interesting subject. So here's where the old village site is here. If you can notice all the depressions in the ground here. There's one here, one there, another one there, over here. These are the excavated areas of the hearth, where the hearth was of each house. These houses are about 20 by 30 feet in size. The hearth area was excavated out and filled with gravel and clamshells. And then there was wooden places to sit all on all four corners, as well as stairways going up on the front and the back. On the floors of all these houses was lined with wood, because we get 100 inches of rain here a year, so you have to have a wooden floor to keep it dry. A lot of the longhouses down south had great floors, but it's more for getting climate. We get tons of rain here. The old houses had circular openings in the front to allow one person to go in and out at a time. Can anybody tell me why they think that would be?
So that nobody could charge into the group.
Exactly. Defense, exactly. Yeah, that's so. If somebody was coming in, they could club them one at a time. Beat them over the head with one of those.
Pull them through, wait for the next guy.
Yeah, exactly. In the back of the houses, they had escape tunnels going through the back. They'd come out over here. All these houses had escape tunnels. The most important people, royalty, would be at the back of the house.